Hello everyone, you are watching the channel Incredible Facts. The recent changes in the world have already forced us to rethink our views on life in many ways. While most changes for the average citizen will be minor, some industries may even experience a revolution. Warfare has changed, and so has the approach to armored infantry vehicles. Realizing this, the United States is working ahead of the curve and is already preparing a replacement for the legendary Bradley in the form of the XM30. So let's look back at history of this legend in today's video and see what the future holds. The M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle has taken part in all U.S. military operations since the early 1980s. It is especially designed to move infantrymen, defeat the enemy, and conduct reconnaissance missions, hence finding its place within the integrated framework of warfighting. The M2 Bradley in its time was a significant technological and operational enhancement in combat to be matched up against the Soviet BMP-1. The following account tells about the development, traits, and changes of one of the most famous infantry fighting vehicles from its rapid development beginning in the 1970s to the present-day status of a fearsome sight on the battlefield. It was in the late 1960s that the Soviet Union introduced the BMP-1, a unique platform that harmoniously combined firepower, mobility, and protection into one cohesive system. At the time, the U.S. Army lacked a functioning vehicle and had to revert to using the older M113 armored personnel carrier. This is the very reason why in 1972 the M2 Bradley program was initiated. They were to produce for the Americans a vehicle that would at least match this BMP-1, if not outperform it. Immediately, they ran into a number of problems like cost overruns, technical problems, and concept changes adopted by the military. General Omar Bradley, one of the most important American leaders during World War II, lends his name to the M2. It was designed to offer a better armor protection and armament to carry infantrymen into combat. It would take almost 10 years to bring the vehicle into reality. But the first Bradleys entered service in 1981 and immediately gave a new lease on life to the mechanized infantry. First among these was the Bradley's prototype, the M2A0, which sported a most peculiar look, a track chassis cloaked in an aluminum body reinforced with steel for armor. Such a combination permitted the vehicle to be resistant against armor-piercing ammunition and shell splinters alike. Capable of carrying soldiers and crew, the M2A0 showed great versatility on the battlefield, with a nicely balanced set of armaments, from a powerful main gun and missile system against long-range targets to a coaxial machine gun against infantry and light armor. Over time, the Bradley evolved to take on the changing nature of warfare. New armor, enhanced protection against explosives, and modern electronics made the latter variants more resilient and effective. Night vision systems and improved fire control allowed the Bradley to adapt to various combat conditions, while better communication systems ensured greater coordination on the battlefield. The Bradley proved quite effective in the Middle East conflicts, where it combined firepower, armor, and mobility in both intense combat and counterinsurgency operations. Yet, during the Iraq War, its vulnerabilities were to be found, especially in its weakness against improvised explosive devices, or IEDs, which brought about very important upgrades in mine protection and survivability. Beyond its combat role, versatility allowed the Bradley to take on a range of missions, from reconnaissance to command and control tasks, further showing its adaptability and importance on the modern battlefield. The Bradley's been an iconic vehicle for decades, but the future necessitates change, said Brigadier General Jeffrey Norman, the director of the Next Generation Combat Vehicle Cross-Functional Team. The XM30 is our response to new threats and challenges. It's more than a replacement for Bradley. The XM30 MICV constitutes a transformational shift in thinking around the design of infantry fighting vehicles. It is an intensely modern concept that ties agility, survivability, and lethality together in a package that makes a vehicle teeming with advanced technology combined with experience learned in a hard-won way. The XM30 program was created through competitive development from two of the largest defense contractors, such as General Dynamics Land Systems and American Rheinmetall Vehicles, LLC. This approach enables the Army to ensure that the chosen design truly best represents innovative capability, reliability, and cost that is the result of competition. Accordingly, contractors were asked to provide prototypes that would go through various tests and checks with respect to a wide range of operational performance, characteristics, survivability, mobility, and lethality. The XM30 is designed on the principle of a modular open system architecture, a theme that has been very common throughout most of the new weaponry within all three branches of the U.S. military. Whereas the more traditional vehicles have a tendency to become obsolete as technology evolves, the XM30 is designed to change and improve. Modular open systems architecture ensures that whatever be the latest addition to capabilities, advanced weaponry, artificially intelligent control systems, or upgraded sensors can be easily imbibed into the vehicle during its lifetime. This provides huge cost savings by eliminating the requirement for an entirely new platform. More crucially, though, it keeps the XM30 at the vanguard of technological evolution and best positioned to adapt to the threat landscape in a rapidly changing environment. The worth of MOSA was best valued when Assistant Secretary for the Army Acquisition Logistics and Technology Douglas R. Bush said, "Thanks to MOSA, the XM30 is not just a product of today, it is the platform of the future." This adaptability is how we maintain our advantage on the battlefield. Most significant of all, the XM30 has lethality that no infantry fighting vehicle can match. It is mainly armed with a highly lethal 50mm cannon, much bigger than compared to the Bradley's 25mm cannon. This gives the XM30 the capability to take out many targets at longer ranges, which also include highly armored vehicles. The capability of its main gun is supplemented by anti-tank guided missiles. With these weapons, the vehicle attains the capability of effectively fighting against enemy armor and fortified positions. Sophisticated guidance ensures precision hits, making it even more effective on the battlefield while minimizing collateral damage. Moreover, the XM30 has higher lethality because of its turret's remote control system, which enables its crew to fight from underneath armor-protected environments by engaging targets with weapon systems. In addition, with advanced guidance systems, the system will ensure quick and accurate engagement of the target. Another distinguishing feature of the novelty is an unparalleled survivability. The battlefield is always full of all types of threats, from sophisticated anti-tank weapons to improvised explosive devices. Because of that fact, the XM30 is fitted with cutting-edge systems regarding defense. Of greater importance, however, is its active defense systems. Such active defense systems are aimed at finding an oncoming projectile, for instance, an anti-tank missile, and neutralizing it before contact with the vehicle. The APS secures a dramatic increase in the survivability of the vehicle through an active neutralization of threats. In addition to APS, the XM30 has been fitted with modular armor kits capable of being fitted for specific mission requirements. This modularity enables the vehicle to pick up the protection level considering the operational environment for optimum safeguarding without carrying dead weight. The safety of both crew and passengers is a paramount concern for the XM30. With explosion-resistant seats, sophisticated egress systems, and minimized heat radiation, the design fosters a significantly safer working environment. These attributes embody the Army's unwavering dedication to safeguarding the lives of its soldiers. One of the most innovative features of the XM30 is its optional pilotless capability. This is an unparalleled dual-mode function where the vehicle can operate either remotely or with a crew on board in the most unparalleled operational flexibility. The XM30, if fitted for unmanned operations, shall be able to conduct high-risk missions such as reconnaissance or logistics without any risks to its soldiers. The state-of-the-art sensors and autonomous systems are fitted with artificial intelligence that advances the XM30's capability for navigation and mission accomplishment with very little human interference. Manned, the XM30 can act like any other combat vehicle. It is designed to carry 2 crew members and 6 infantrymen, which can serve as an effective platform for many types of missions. The XM30 is going to be put through hard testing and evaluation as the journey of the XM30 from concept to implementation takes place. First units may enter the service in fiscal year 2029 to bring in a paradigm shift within the U.S. Army. How the Army accepts the XM30 reflects its commitment to making sure soldiers have the best equipment possible. In addition to deploying the vehicle, there will be robust training to prepare operators and support personnel on the full utilization of the vehicle's capabilities. The XM-30 infantry fighting vehicle is more than a technological step, but a representative of a concept about how ground combat may be conducted in the future. Adaptable, innovative, and safe for soldiers. With every step of the development process, the XM-30 is continuously patterned as a testament of the Army's resolve to sustain overmatch in combat. With its state-of-the-art capability being disposed of in novel designs, the XM-30 is literally going to rewrite what mechanized warfare overmatch is. However, the XM-30 MICV represents something other than the next page in the Bradley legacy, a monumental leap into a future of warfare continuum. Conjoined at the hip of the state-of-the-art technology, unmatched lethality, and imposing survivability, it secures for the U.S. Army a position as a leading power player in a no longer easy-to-understand world. What are your thoughts on the XM-30? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel to get our latest videos straight to your notifications.